Hi everyone, this is Nexus of Thought. I know it's been some time now, but I'm back again doing a video, and this one I think a lot of people will like. It's the top greatest football or soccer players in the history of the game. Now, before I get going on this, I just want to mention that I have not included goalkeepers on this list. So apologies to Manuel Neuer, Iker Castilla, Peter Schmeichel, Dina Zoff, Lev Yashin. I just feel that goalkeepers have got their a different skill set and should be included in a list that actually reflects that. I don't think it's fair to compare outfielders with goalies because of the nature of the game. So I'll probably do that in the future, make a list for goalkeepers alone. All right, so here goes my list. It was a tough one to break down, but I'll do my best. Number 20, I'm going to go with Scottish, Celtic, and Liverpool legend Kenny Dalglish, father of the drop back striker role. He would be my 20th choice. Certainly a boyhood hero of mine. And his contribution to this drop back striker role, which has revolutionized English soccer, deserves a special mention. Number 19, the best left back of all time, goes to Paolo Maldini, AC Milan star, Italian international. And so he gets my choice on this one. I don't think there's anyone who I've seen who compares to Maldini in the left back position. Number 18, exciting player, former European Player of the Year, World Player of the Year, Marco van Basten, a star of that of Ajax Amsterdam, I believe, and then of course was instrumental in the success of the AC Milan team of 1989 and 1990, considered by many to be the one of the best European Cup winning teams of all time. Van Basten played with the likes of Ruud Gullit and Frank Rijkaard, and I would put him in number 18. Number 17 was a Brazilian, Zico, the best Brazilian player of perhaps of the 80s, and was a member of that great Brazilian team of 1982, which included such stars as Socrates, Junior, Falcao, and many claim should have won that World Cup in 1982. Number 16 would then go to Claude Makaleli, who gave the world the Makaleli role. Makaleli played for Real Madrid and he played for Chelsea. He was a midfield general par excellence. In fact, guys like Nkante and Rodri are very much built in the Makaleli role. Why was he so great? His domination in the midfield allowed other midfielders, such as Frank Lampard, especially during his tenure at Chelsea, to push forward and score many goals. And this was invaluable to the team. So that role and his contribution to it makes Claude Makaleli a definite owner of the 16th position. Number 15, I'm going to go with Franco Baresi, one of the greatest midfielders of all time, star of Italy's World Cup winning team in 1982, solid as solid can be, AC Milan star, and so he gets my nod at number 15. Number 14 goes to the Hungarian superstar, Ferenc Puskas. Ferenc Puskas, whose name actually is associated with the Greatest Goal Award. Puskas was a Real Madrid star, but was also a member of the Hungarian team of the 50s. In 1954, actually, Hungary reached the final of the World Cup, and many people consider the Hungarians of the 50s to be one of the greatest football teams of all time. So that puts Puskas at 14. Number 13 is Andres Iniesta, another midfield dynamo. Iniesta was pivotal in the Spanish team that brought home the European Championship in 2008, the World Cup in 2010, and then finally another European Championship in 2012. Well, he was also a incredibly noteworthy, important player in the Barcelona team, together with his fellow midfielder Xavi, and he helped really set the stage for Lionel Messi's career, his prolific goal-scoring career at Barcelona. Number 12 is the Black Pearl, Eusebio, who played his international career with Portugal and his club football with Benfica, was a star in the 1960s, helped Portugal get to the semi-finals in 1966, where they lost to the eventual winners, England. Eusebio was a spectacular player to watch and deserves the accolades associated with him. Perhaps was a little bit overshadowed by Pele, but his contribution and the fact that he put African players on the map should not be understated. Number 11 is Mr. Alfredo Di Stefano, who was Argentinian, but also played for Spain and was a star of that great Real Madrid team, together with Ferenc Puskas of the 1950s. Many people would put him in the top 10, but with the competition available, he just misses out for me, and I put him at number 11. Number 10 is Big Ronaldo. Big Ronaldo, who played with a number of top European teams, Barcelona. He played with Inter Milan and was a star of the Brazilian national team. Broke the record for the number of goals in World Cup finals, and helped Brazil win the 2002 World Cup final when they defeated Germany 2-0. Number 9 is a midfield star, creative midfield star, Michel Platini. Helped deliver the 1984 European Championship for France, was also a star with Juventus, and he helped France as well to a really good World Cup in 1986, as well as I think it was 1982. Unfortunately, his career after his game was somewhat tarnished by the scandals involving the UEFA and the World Cup, and so that kind of weakened him a little bit. But he's as a player and for his capabilities on the field, he was definitely legendary. Number 8, and this is one of my personal favorites because he's very much missed on top 10 or top 20 lists, but I'm going to include him here, was the Brazilian dribbling genius, off-pace player Garrincha. Garrincha help is actually an understatement. Brazil won the World Cup in 1958, which as far as I know, was the only time a South American team has ever won the World Cup in Europe. And he also brought home the World Cup, helped bring home the World Cup for Brazil in 1962, was important in the development of Pelé as a player. Well, what was great about Garrincha is he could dribble, run very fast, and then change pace instantly, almost on a dime, and this used to throw other players off. He struggled with his alcohol addiction, and this ended his life prematurely, and which is really, really sad. One of the other things other factors that's worth noting about Garrincha was he actually had a leg deformity. So despite this leg deformity, he still turned into a wonderful player. Okay, number 7 goes to the Kaiser. Yes, Franz Beckenbauer, World Cup winner with Germany in 1974. Also won, I think, the European Championship with Germany in 1972. Played as early as I think it was in the 1966 German squad as well. Beckenbauer was not only the key innovator behind the role of sweeper, he had success with Bayern Munich as well in this role. He also served later on in his career to be the manager of West Germany and brought home the World Cup for West Germany in 1990. Right. So actually, when I said Germany, I should have meant West Germany in his for Beckenbauer's contributions, because Germany at the time was split into East and West Germany. Number 6 goes to Cristiano Ronaldo, the Brazilian superstar, prolific goal scorer, success with Manchester United, with Real Madrid, with Juventus, and is now blazing a career in Saudi Arabia. Also led the Portuguese to a the European Championship in 2016. He gets my 6th vote, and anyone who's seen him can attest to his excitability as a player. Number 5 is Johan Cruyff, father of the Cruyff turn, a total footballer, star with Ajax Amsterdam, important in the success of the Dutch national team, which should have won the World Cup in 1974. And so that goes to Johan Cruyff, and also helped pioneer and push the development of soccer in North America. Number 4 goes to Zinedine Zidane, the man who had an incredible vision of the game, could see exactly where players were supposed to be, and was king of offloading the ball before he got tackled. His career after the game was also quite successful as a manager at Real Madrid. He did have an embarrassing moment, though, in the 2000 World Cup when he was sent off for headbutting a player. But there's no way you can dispute the genius of Zidane. As I said, he delivered the World Cup for France in 1998, and he delivered the European Championship for France in 2000. Well done, Zinedine Zidane. Number 3 goes to Diego Maradona, Argentinian dribbling uber genius. You can see he's basically willed Argentina to the World Cup in 1986 and was a star at both Barcelona as well as Napoli. He took the smaller club Napoli to the Serie A league title in 1987 and 1990, despite the competition from the fierce AC Milan, Inter Milan, and Juventus teams. And he carved an incredible niche in the history of the game. Like so many others, his career was disturbed by his off-field activities. In his case, it wasn't alcohol, it was drugs. Number 2 goes to Pelé. And Pelé, of course, was synonymous with soccer for the longest time, just as Muhammad Ali is synonymous with boxing. Scored well over 1,000 goals, played for Santos in Brazil, played for the New York Cosmos in the States, popularized the game in the United States, led Brazil to 3 World Cups, a great scorer of goals, and a tremendous servant of the beautiful sport. And number 1 goes, in my opinion, to Lionel Messi. It was a tough one because until Messi had won the World Cup with Argentina, it was a toss-up whether I would give this to him or to Pelé. But I think Messi's contribution with Barcelona, a World Cup win with Argentina, 2 South American championships with Argentina, and the fact that he's come to North America now and invigorated the sport again definitely deserves a number 1 position. His vision, he has the vision of Zidane, he has the footwork of Pelé, he has the finishing ability of a Gerd Müller, and so Lionel Messi for me takes number 1 position. So that would be my top 20. There were a number of players I was forced to omit because this is such a select criteria. These include players like Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, the German star of the 1980s. I would have liked to have included him. Where does Kylian Mbappe lie? That's another good question. Time will tell. I suspect that he could possibly break into this top 20 list. British stars, the Northern Irish international George Best may have been included, as would Bobby Charlton. But as I said, 20 is a very, very tough list to nail down to. All right, so let me know what you think of this list, whether you agree with my rankings and whether you would have changed this around. And I'm interested in following back. Thank you very much. Bye.